Hey, people, Intrude here, 53, Angel Gates, blue team. Just want to play is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Alongside here, COMRADE with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, get into some melee combat too. Alongside, and rounding off the blue team is Pizzeria Bella Napoli with a Plague Champion, starts off ranged combat with the damage of a Time Bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. This is the Iron Warriors elite scheme, one of the best ones I think for the old Chaos fellas. Up against here, as you can see, is Toffing loves Nids with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, going to infiltrate and disrupt some powerful offense and a bit of support too. These Chaos Space Marines are going to have a bad time, caught by Hormagaunts and the Lictor Alpha. Need to run away, fellas, or go for the garrison or something. Taking huge amounts of damage over here. Are they going to drop a model? How are they still alive, all of them? There we go. One of them drops. Now a Heretic's getting in. Alongside here on the red team is Kanye West with an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities. Begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons. A bit of support with her too. And rounding us off is Deathfrombelow. How does that work? Is this secretly a Ravener? As another Force Commander, this is some more Blood Ravens, so it's Force Commander versus Force Commander for the contested VP early on. Lots of bolt guns and the like. Meanwhile, southwest though, some dead heretics. I'm sure these spore mines had something to do with it. Plague Champion's alright though. And the Lictor Alpha also went down, getting revived here by the Inquisitor. So an early chunk of XP for her, although the Lictor Alpha has even more XP, must have killed a couple of CSM. Tactical Marines get tied up pretty easily by the Inquisitor, perhaps lucky not to drop a model there. COMRADE comes in now, heavily outnumbered. Yep, needs to back away. Eats her a Hammer of the Witches to the face. That's a starting ability of the Inquisitor, and an awesome ability it is. Meanwhile, northeast, contested VP, Force Commanders having a scrap. Looks like just wants to play. Cannot play any longer with the Force Commander for now. Has to run. Just wants to run. What's this? Scouts in the garrison, I think? Yeah. Their bolters basically do nothing though to the Marines over there. More garrison scouts. There's the Kraken bolts. Why did you stop, fellas? Because the Force Commander's coming in? Should have got into melee with those tactical Marines, I think. Would have got a model, definitely. Gets one anyway. Slightly sloppy there from Deathfrombelow. Should have just got out of it while he had 3 models. Sentinel gets repairs. It's double guardsman into Sentinel, and now Catechins for Kanye West. Toffing with just those double termagants. Pizzeria Bella did replace the Heretics. There they are. Got some grenade launchers now. And some more CSM on the way. Devastators up for just want to play. Lictor Alpha with the flesh hook and some special attacks. Messes up the Plague Champion. Most likely takes him down. There we go. Stomp from the Sentinel on the Heretics. CSM should be in cover here. They have their Eternal War, giving them 20% more melee and ranged damage. You can tell by those Chaos icons around their guns. Lictor Alpha continues to be sneaky. You need an aspiring champion, Pizzeria. COMRADE not really helping you out now. Not much of a COMRADE. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Got some tactical Marines at the bottom. And some more on the way. Are those shotguns? I don't think they are. No. No shotguns. Oh, Techmarine's come up here to put a turret. It's a pretty good place for a turret. You can really slow down your enemy in tier 1, especially if it's Eldar or something. But Deathfrombelow could just get Assault Marines and jump it. Has to clear out the rest of the stuff first though, so it might be an idea just to kind of avoid that area until tier 2. Push the power instead. It's not like you need VPs. You need the contested VP in tier 1 really. Force Commander here gets away for just want to play. Devastator's now coming into it. Inquisitor has to run. We have a Flamer also. So maybe we saw a little bash there. We do have Assault Marines for Deathfrombelow. Oh, but they jumped right into the... I don't think he knew the turret was there. They can jump again pretty soon. It's a 55 energy jump, I think. These guys have a grenade though, ready to throw. There is the second jump. And the turret might go down very quickly. Grenade on the Force Commander. Nicely done by Just Want to Play. Force Commander goes down here. But these guys should be able to deal with that turret. Kicking off in the southwest, we've got the Warrior Brood. These guys with power melee weapons. Kind of strolling alongside the Lictor Alpha, get some knockdowns with their little leap. Some good disruption kind of built into those guys. Here we see an aspiring champion, and he can see stuff, this fella. Got one of those fancy helmets on. The other Marines don't, apparently. We're going to see a barbed strangler here from Toffing Loves Nids. Both of the power contested are red. Plague champion still down. No real need to push this far forward here, Toffing. Lictor Alpha could be up here decapping the VP now. 499, 358. I think Toffing wants to keep a sizable force down there to defend that power that was built up. Contested VP's uncapped. I think the Inquisitor just got a revive on the Force Commander of Death from Below. Assault Squad are trying to hide and get a decent jump. There's a lot of stuff here though, including some Devastators coming in, facing a very strange direction. I guess they were aiming for the Assault Marines. Uh-oh. Stuff in retreat path. Looks like they'll escape. Barely. Kanye West with some Ogrins on the way. Could see a power bash here. A full bash, in fact, from the blue team on this central power. They should be able to get it all with that flame up. Force Commander, no war gear for either of these fellas. No full power bash then, maybe. Imperial Guard here in force to defend. Pathogen's getting close. There's that shotgun blast. We saw the grenade launcher earlier. Didn't even take down the node there, fellas. Sentinel does go down. And that's a grenade which is easily dodged, but now they can get back onto the power perhaps. The Imperial Guard overextending there a little bit with the Sentinel. Well, a lot. It died. It blowed up. Plague Champion's back on his feet. He's got the mucus discharge to perhaps stop him from going down again. Scouts get through the retreat death. Did they decap? Oh, they capped it. They capped that natural VP. These guys in a bad place. We see the toxin miasma from the Lictor Alpha. You see that green crap go mental whenever he hits something. What is it, like a damage over time? Yeah, damage over time and the debuff. Pretty nice weapon. Uh-oh, Ogrins on your Devastators. Down they go. Ogrins up with their bonehead leader too. That was a plasma cannon shot. And a pretty nice one. Quite painful actually for Toffing. Looks like most everything got away okay. I think it, lost one of the Termagant Broods there. 474, 351 early on. 2-1 cap for blue. Red team coming out swinging here though. Plasma cannon can now perhaps go for one of these central garrisons. Can cover a lot of the map in there. Flamer though on the blue team's power. And they are getting the VP back. Ogrins flee. Are you going to fully bash here, fellas? Was using the Imperial Guard here as a distraction, but they couldn't keep up the pressure. Plasma gun for the Techmarine. We have a tactical sergeant. Oh, Force Commander goes down. Pretty sloppy there from Death from Below. Has a Dreadnought though. Stomping around, can smack up pretty much everything on the field here. Techmarine also has Signum. Plague Champion is level 3. Seems to be getting mobbed pretty often. Get the Fetid. Could be also getting the Bile Spewer, which is awesome on this map because it's quite small. Can get to the power easily. And some tight corridors to slow things down on. But no sign of either. Needs a way to deal with these Genestealers, that's for sure. They're going to rip apart the CSM and stuff. Does have Havocs. They weren't in play just then for some reason. Capillary Tower is up. Kicking off in the northeast, is it? Mark target on these Marines. They are being shredded by bolter fire. Sternguard veterans taking them down. Need to switch to their vengeance rounds. There we go. To fight the Dreadnought, which does have a assault cannon now. I would have kept it in melee, I think. Just stomp into these Marines and see what they do then. Vengeance rounds doing a decent job. Maybe he should tie them up with the Dreadnought here. Death from Below had a bad fight. Only has assault Marines and that Dreadnought left. Meanwhile, Tyranids keeping this never-ending pressure up on this Chaos player. I mean, they're not really wiping squads, but they're certainly keeping them away from the power down here. Eventually, though, you have to transition to the middle on this map if you're a bottom player. You can't fight over these powers for the entire match. I'm sure Toffing knows this, but he's keeping his power locked down pretty effectively and getting a whole bunch of kills in the meantime. Doesn't seem to be bleeding too much either. Lictor Alpha, though, did go down. Level 3. It's going to be tough to revive him from there. All reliable. Opening this up for the Ogres to get in, but they've got marked target, and the plasma gun is nasty against those fellas. Holy crap, that's a lot of dead stuff. Flamer. Flaming. Guardsmen do escape, barely. Only the Commissar lives over here. Just witnessed a lot of death. Thunderhammer Force Commander for Death from Below. And a Power Fist for Just Want to Play. Scouts have a grenade still. Here's the Lictor's. No, Lictor's back up. Been repurchased. Has the deadly jump now. So that's a way to instantly shut down the Havocs and basically take them out of the game. A turret is coming up though. Lictor can, of course, also jump this thing. They're trying to shoot down the power node. Looks like they're going to get it. Meanwhile, northeast, contested VP. The Force Commander is trying to cap. He's got his Iron Halo. Doesn't stop you getting knocked down by a plasma cannon, though, I don't think. As you just saw there. Tier 3 for Comrade. I don't know what he thinks is going to happen. Is the plasma cannon going to suddenly just... I'm not going to shoot anymore. You got to back away. Scouts being sneaky up here. What are they up to? Scouts are always up to something, aren't they? Sometimes it's just they're up to dying. But always something. Chaos Space Marines here using their slaughter. Getting into melee, but they can't stand against Genestealers. Not much can. Talk about melee superiority. Level 4 Lictor, no pheromone. Seems like it would have been good down here. Good job, says Toffing. Little bit of an assist from Kanye West, who goes tier 3, as does Toffing. Leveling up is the Force Commander of Just Want to Play. Level 3. Whirlwind doing its thing. Cleaning up the VP there. Need a concerted push on it, I feel like. Death from Below. Are you going to go tier 3? Has tons of red. So does Just Want to Play. Another Dreadnought on the way here. Death from Below. What are you fellas up to? Use your Flamer. There we go. 256 to 259 on the VPs. Ogren's mark targeted. Don't seem too bothered about this. I like the way these catheters have been used. Been timing those disruption abilities pretty well so far. Ogren's are persuaded to leave. Inquisitor gets in with her mandate. Good specials. Catechan's getting into some melee. These fellas do have power melee weapons. Even when they kick you awkwardly, it's power melee. Hammer of the Witches again. What else we got going on in the mid? Dreadnought with the assault cannon. The second one also getting an assault cannon. 439, 259. That's a decent barrage right there. Breath of Nurgle goes off, but now the Genestealer's come in. Has not dealt with these guys at all. Where is the Bile Spear? Where is the fetid armor? We'll go a long way to dealing with those guys. Force Commander drops. Blue team looking pretty good here. Should be able to get that Force Commander back up, I think. Here comes double Dreadnoughts, though. which is certainly a thing. What are they going to... Oh, they're targeting Marines. Lots of single target piercing DPS. We got some chosen Plague Marines from Pizzeria. That's a way to deal with Genestealers, I guess. A way to try, at least. Looks like they had touch of Nurgle on them, which didn't do a whole lot. 1-to-1 cap, 423 to 259. What is this? It's a Force Commander capping on his own. Techmarine. Oh man, that's a lot of bullets in your back. Down it goes. Did get the orbs of the Omnissiah thrown out though. Just a no-nonsense firefight raging outside these blue team bases. Tyranno formation now from Toffing. Global nuke from the Tyranids. Destroyed the hell out of this building. Dreadnoughts are still pretty healthy. Don't see a huge amount of anti-vehicle over here. We do have the Whirlwind, which can do the hunter-killer missile thing. Stern Guard. Pretty much it. I guess the Force Commander, when he's on his feet, has a Power Fist. Fellas, you need to switch away from your Vengeance rounds. Or not. Should be using Hellfire against Catechins. Scouts dropping models so fast. And they're going to fall in retreat, and indeed they do. Whirlwind getting the hell away from there. We do have Hellfire rounds loaded in now. Still a 1-to-1 cap. Blue team will get their natural back for a 2-to-1. Red team putting on some pressure here though, for sure. Genestealers continue to be a menace alongside this Lictor Alpha, who's now level 4. Surprised we haven't seen the pheromones up to support those Genestealers even more. With some in-field reinforcement. Is the Lictor Alpha actually going to escape here? It does. Like 20 hit points. Land Raider Redeemer on the field here for Comrade. And another one on the way for Just Want to Play. That could be tough to deal with. Lehman Russ for Kanye West can help. Needs to get the Vanquisher Cannon. Triple Dreadnoughts. Death from below. And nothing else. I love it. Assault Cannons too. All of them. Look at that. They are suppressing. A single Assault Cannon Dreadnought I don't think can suppress. So you get 3 of them. They do enough courage damage to outweigh the natural regeneration of courage. Suppress those heretics pretty quickly there. Now stomping up to the northeast. Full power is that at the bottom for red team. It is. Some serious DACA from these dreadnoughts. No real effort to counter those dreadnoughts from the blue team, to be honest. They could also, of course, get in and melee this Land Raider. There we go. Oh, that's just a hunter-killer missile. I thought it was a missile launcher. Oh, it is a missile launcher, I think. Yeah, these fellas have a missile launcher. And another one here. So they are now getting some anti-vehicle up. Imaraska do with some repairs, fellas. There you go. What's this? Tyranids made a run in, but met a Land Raider Redeemer. The second one for the blue team. Touch of Nurgle on the chosen Plague Marines again. A couple of those wasted so far from Pizzeria, who goes tier 3. Only Death from Below is still in tier 2, loving these dreadnoughts. 373, 223. Oh, it's gone for the Executioner, not the Vanquisher. So this is the anti-infantry option. Well, the more anti-infantry option. Carnifex with a Barbed Strangler. They're trying to shoot the Land Raider with their assault cannons. It's not really doing anything. Need to force close combat here, Death from Below. Looks like now maybe they're trying to. Maybe. Nope. They're just shooting at something else, which I guess also works. Lehman Russ getting repairs, lots of dead stuff at the top, and an uncapped VP. Scouts having a go at it. What are you fellas doing? Okay. I guess he'll have line of sight on something at some point. Tier 3 now for Death From Below. A second Leman Russ and a second Execution Leman Russ from Kanye West. Should be getting the Vanquishers to take out those Leman Russ Land Raiders, I think. They will still do damage to it, of course. Plasma Cannon DPS does damage to everything. Lots of Assault Cannon barrages, holy crap. Where are the Las Cannons over here? Nobody's getting a Las Cannon going. Both teams could use like 2 of them. Plague Champion level 6 now. These guys are wasting their time trying to shoot the Land Raider with the Assault Cannons. Tier 3 now for Death From Below. I keep wanting to say Death From Above. There's another Land Raider at the top. Plasma Cannon now misfires. Lictor Alpha is going to jump on him or something, maybe? Maybe? Oh, his hands actually go green when it's got the toxin miasma. There's a flesh hook instead. Boom. Big chunks of damage there from Lictor Alpha. Land Raider Phobos now from Pizzeria. And a Swarm Lord on the way for Toffing. 373180 on the VPs. Good Barb Trender shot there. Uh-oh, and they should not know Fear comes in though. And Carnifex almost went down. They're chasing it with missile launchers. Not sure if they can catch it though. Here comes a Force Commander. Can maybe tie something up here. There we go. Puts the shield up a little bit late. Carnifex needs to keep moving. Here comes some missile launchers, buddy. Uh-oh. Should have kept moving. Down it goes. 2 missiles was enough. What are you? Still the Chosen Plague Marines. Oberyn's trying to steal the VP. And looks like they're going to be able to. Shrugging off the Twin Linked Assault Cannon. Oh, didn't stay in. Once the Flamer got in there and those multi-mortar shots, they didn't want to stay. Lots of repairs for the Dreadnoughts. Death From Below getting scouts up to support them. Man, these are some weird armies. Here is the Phobos. Has the Las Cannons. 3 Land Raiders on the blue team. Lots of barrages. There's an orbital bombardment. From who? It's a bombardment from Death From Below, I suppose. Completely doing nothing. Oh, here come Assault Terminators from Just Want to Play. 349180. Absolute mayhem. Tyranids lying in wait. Here comes a Swarm Lord backed up by a bunch of melee stuff. We have Adrenal Gland, Warrior Brood, and level 3 Genestealers with Rending Claws. So they will tear through absolutely everything. And Terminators are not liking this. Not liking it at all. Supported by the Land Raider. I think they got inside of it. That was a frag assault. Swarm Lord doesn't care about frag though. And gets in. Providing a nice speed synapse and a reinforcement synapse to nearby Tyranids. I think you can reinforce your allies off it too. 349163. Down goes a Land Raider Redeemer. We've got double Slaughter CSM here. Level 3. All 3 Dreadnoughts are still around. That Leman Russ is not. Phobos can shoot all of these down if they're not careful. Death From Below not using these guys in melee as they should be. 2 of them have Dark Age of Technology too. Assault Terminators are back. Stormlord needs to run back to base to heal up. There we go. 349141. Contested VP is uncapped here. Another Land Raider Redeemer, this time from Death From Below. Lots of repairs needed. These guardsmen are going to be busy. They might not have a chance, because that's a Cyclone missile launcher. Doing heinous amounts of damage to Lehman Russ, and down it goes. Kanye West did not get it moving. Got a Manticore on the way now. Lots of red for a lot of players. Can see some nukes here too. Drop pod over here. Got some more Marines in play for just want to play. Those triple dreadnoughts still going, I'm amazed. Triple dreads into Land Raider. It's one way to do it. We have a Terminator Force Commander for just want to play now. 349120. Toffing loves Nids. Not too impressed by these dreadnoughts. They're not doing a lot of damage to the Terminators, that's for sure. Two to one cap here. Manticore doesn't hit a whole lot. Phobos still a big threat, but it doesn't want to push too far forward. Right on the natural VP of the enemy here. This could be bad. In come Genestealers. Swarmlord also trying to get in. There he goes. Warrior Brood are dealt with. Don't think the Genestealers can get onto the Land Raider. They are munching on infantry first. I assume this is a repair bunker. I think it is. Maybe not though. Orbital. That could be nasty. Down goes the Land Raider Phobos. Was way too far forward there from Pizzeria. It's a nasty orbital. Did a big chunk of damage to the Land Raider Redeemer there. One of the dreadnoughts went down. Oh no. Not a good fight for you, guardsmen. You're level 4. Oh, you are reinforcing. 349 to 70. Red team running out of VPs here. We have some Chaos Terminators now. Need to get your claws up if you want to have a chance at this fight, fellas. Oh boy. That's painful. That's really painful. Must be level 4, they are. Try and kill the warriors, get some synapse bombs. Here comes the Plague Champion now. Munching on the Terminator still. There's some Nurgle worship to try and help out those Terminators. They did get back to base in time, down to a single model though. Swarmlord barely alive. Double Dreadnought still kicking. Level 3 and level 4. Another Tyranids formation up here. There's Land Raiders wherever you look. 2 to 1 now for red team. They have both the naturals. Where's that Predator tank? It's right there. Everything huddled around the Land Raider. We do have another Carnifex. It's a Thornback this time. Manticore Strike did some work for sure. Tactical Marines. Where are they? Oh, they're running back to the Land Raider, I see. Pretty non-stop. Since like mid-tier 2, it's just been constant shooting at everything. Bunch of dead stuff in the background there. The tank goes down. Ogrins, I think, got their hands on it. 1 to 1 now. I guess red team are going to get a 2 to 1 once they get there. No. Blue team are going to get a 2 to 1. Rocket run there from Kanye West. Genestealers are going to cap. Carnifex smacking on a Land Raider. It is getting those melter shots in though. And now the Stern Guard can help. And maybe some marked target too. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, it's Terminators. Could get in there with their power fists, and I think they should. Kicking off though in all parts of the map, this Land Raider Redeemer with 16 hit points. Bang! Not for long. Thunderhammer goes swinging in there. Can they escape though? They might have used their teleport to get after it. And that's a lot of plasma guns shooting at you. Surely they're going to get a model drop. 340 to 45. Down goes one of those models. They're chasing these dreadnoughts here, who again are not using their heavy melee weapons. Death from below, perhaps a newer player, not knowing about the importance of switching stances. Carnifex did some work, almost level 4 already. Took down a Land Raider, I guess. Just depleted armies everywhere now, absolute chaos. Where are those Chaos Terminators? They've got an autocannon now. Trying to outshoot. Oh, getting into melee, are they? They are. Pizzeria knows about stances. There we go. Maybe. Gives up the chase. What are you doing, fellas? Take the dreadnoughts down. Could have got them if they carried on chasing. Not sure why they gave up that chase. 303 to 45. 2-1 cap for the red team. There is an Imperial Abyss by a Pizzeria. Nice green Nurgle nuke. Chains being a nuisance. Blue team are under a lot of pressure here. Lictor Alpha's on the VP. Got a decap. There's the double. Blue team lost so much. Even the Terminator Force Commander's down. How the hell do you die? You're a Terminator who can teleport and retreat, and you still went down. And yet another Land Raider, this time from COMRADE. Is that the fourth Land Raider Redeemer? I think it is. Now it's a Manticore strike, I suppose. Oh, it's got 2 of them now. That's Kanye West. Here's another Carnifex. There's the first one. It's back at base, healing up. 256 to 45. Manticore. Some decent hits. Decent hits. Red team trying to cap here, but scouts can now retake. There we go. Red team though straight on the northeastern VP. Land Raider Phobos on the way now for Pizzeria Bella, Napoli. Where are those Genestealers? They're right there, dumbass. Naturally infiltrating themselves when they're idle. We're down to a single dreadnought now, guys. Should be made a venerable after this. Librarian for Death from Below to support the Terminators, perhaps. And the Force Commander himself. Good Manticore strike. Manticores are a good way at dealing with enemy Terminators, especially when you're an Inquisitor and you can lock them in place. Like, for example, with Excruciators over here. Like that. And there's the Manticore. Like, they read my mind. They teleported away though. 239 44. Some capillary towers all over the gaff. Swarmlord's done actually quite well. Predator tank on the way for Death from Below. Looks like red team are quite strong here. Those double Carnifexes and the Swarmlord and the Genestealers is a nasty little army. And they can easily rip apart this Land Raider Redeemer, I think. Mark target on the Genestealers. Should be on the should save that for the Warriors or the Carnifexes, I think. Down goes that Techmarine. So the Genestealers are being sent after the Marines instead of the Land Raider. That's an orbital from who? I actually don't know. Just want to play, maybe. Assault cannon on that Force Commander Terminator. Looks like that the Land Raider is going to live, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. These Tyranids ain't stopping. They're having some pathing issues because this is Dawn of War 2, but they aren't stopping. Down it goes. Now these guys are up in your base. What are you going to do now? 194 to 44. The Phobos is out here for Pizzeria, the second one. Can they just leave? Are they going after the Phobos? I think the Swarm Lord at least is going to go down here. Meanwhile, Lictor Alpha getting a decap. Yeah, the Swarm Lord goes down. I don't think that big explosion does anything when the Swarm Lord dies, which is a pity. The Avatar's explosion at least knocks you over. Carnifex doing some work still. Toffing doesn't actually have the requisition to like replace these Carnifexes, so might want to try and get them out of there. I guess they are putting on a hell of a lot of pressure. Lictor Alpha went down trying to cap. This Carnifex is done for, I think. Indeed it is. What about this one? Don't think it's going to be able to run back. Might as well keep it in there. Toffing is going to be kind of depleted after this. I mean, took out the Land Red Redeemer. I'm sure killed a bunch of other stuff too. So it might have been worth it to lose those 3 monstrous creatures, but that certainly is a big price to pay. 157 to 44. Oh, Kasrakin coming in with a crack grenade. Manticore trying to finish off the Phobos, I guess, but it's not going to get it. Tried to set it up with the crack, but it can still move, albeit slower. Death from above going for a revive with shield up. Maybe ill-advised revive right here. Yep, down he goes. Just wants to play. Has no units. Only the Terminator Force Commander. 137 to 44. 2-1 cap for the red team. Absolute mayhem. Toffing loves Nids. Now down to Genestealers and Warriors. Both level 4. And a level 6 Lictor Alpha. Let's not forget that fella. 2 Predator tanks from Death from Below. Lots of vehicles for this guy. Likes his vehicles. Should have been a Techmarine. Or a Ravener. One of those. Orbital does absolutely nothing. Guess it made some stuff retreat perhaps. 11544. Mark target on the Genestealers, but they are level 4. They're going to take some doing to put down. Orbs hits the Predator tank. Nothing really there to follow it up though. And it's got some repair support coming in. There's the double cap for red. Is that enough to get this game? Maybe a triple. Lictor's on it. Look at this. More Land Raiders on the way for the blue team. It's a bit late for that, fellas. Need some bodies on the field. Lictor Alpha does get the cap. There's a triple. Now tries to run and dies. It was worth it to get the cap though. Here comes another Carnifex and another Predator tank for Death from Below. Manticore strike, nicely done, keeps them off the cap, and wow, does a hell of a lot of damage. Look at that. Some of the better Manticore strikes in this game that I've seen for a little while. 41 to 44, triple cap continues, and I think the blue team have now run out of time. There's no way they can get their natural back and get onto one of the other VPs, I don't think. I believe red team have this, and they were pretty far behind at one point when the blue team had some big rosters, but some absolute chaos later and they are victorious. Just non-stop fighting, no downtime whatsoever. Let's look at his heroes. Level 8 Techmarine had a melter gun at the end. We've got a level 9 Plague Champion, not sure if it's ever got an armor up. Level 5 Force Commander over here. Level 5 Inquisitor, pointing a plasma pistol at something. That building. Heresy over there. And a level 6 Lictor Alpha who's floating. Well, there you have it, guys. Absolute madness. I'm sure I missed about a million things, but it was fun. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.